Welcome, YouTube. This is Emperor Dion, out here on a little vacation in Denmark right now. But today's topic, guys, you should really be concerned about all the mean-spirited, unhinged, fucking bullshit going on the internet right now. Because it seems like it doesn't even take you going to find and look for this stuff. If you just go to a certain channel, certain places, certain posts, certain areas of the internet that are not at all like niche, like out of the way places, like you could easily run into what I'm talking about here. But just casually going around on the internet, you'll run into people running around screaming TND, TND, TND. You wanna know what TND means? Total N-word death. Total N-word death. Who the fuck comes up with... Guys, I shouldn't need to tell you how fucking unhinged it is to unironically say some bullshit like that. TND? TND, it's not just that one. They got a bunch more that they say just like this too, but that's the main one, like to kind of show you the point and to get you aware of what people are seeing on the internet. Because you see, people kind of try to minimize the internet as if it's not real, as if, oh, this is just like a subset of a subset of... No. Guys, especially nowadays too, like, yeah, I get it. Maybe back in the day, you could kind of hand-wave stuff like this away and say, oh, it's just on the internet, bro, or, oh, it's just a subset of the weirdos, bro. Maybe that used to be the case, but more and more, especially by 2025, I would say way by now, it was the case that you can't just hand-wave this stuff away anymore. No, the internet is real life, guys. The internet is real life. These are real people behind these fucking accounts, dude. I mean, unless it's a bot, which, how often is that the case? Like, they don't seem to be bots. A lot of the time when I see stuff that people are seeing that it's just completely unhinged, it's not, like, again, it's not an uncommon thing to run into stuff like this just being said. Oh, TND, TND, TND. Total N-word, total death. Total death. Like, this is not at all something you even have to look for to run into anymore, guys. This is like the norm. This is the norm on the internet. And the internet is real life. Especially nowadays. Especially now. Because it's like everything that you see going on in real life now. Like, again, it used to not be like this. But definitely now I can see it where a lot of the trends that you do see online, if you look for it in the real world, you'll find it. Easy. Oh, yeah. Especially, like, you guys already know how brutal it is, like, on dating apps and stuff like that. A lot of that reality is true in the real world too. A lot of the fact that guys, like most guys, can't even get a fucking woman on these dating apps, that's true in real life. That's a perfect example of how the internet is real life. But a lot of the sentiment that you see going on the internet too, like, these are real people. So you got real motherfuckers stomping around in your presence that probably just got done spamming TND on the internet, and now they walk around sitting up in your face. So you see, like, this should be, like, the internet, the unhinged shit being spewed on the internet should most definitely concern you. Because it seems to be only growing. It seems to only be growing, and it's going to get worse and worse. I mean, most of this shit is in America. I don't know if similar things happening like everywhere else, but definitely in America. I mean, you guys already feel the pressure building up in America. America is like a fucking, like a crock pot that's getting ready to fucking explode, dude. Like, seriously, I don't know whether it's China and Russia really stirring the pot there that's contributing to it, but I think a lot of the stuff too might just be kind of natural consequence of, like, the economy breaking down and people are just Like, oh, I can't make no money. I can't afford food. They want to go there as soon as they can't afford shit no more. And their life starts getting a little bit harder. I mean, that don't excuse it at all. I'm just telling you. Regardless of the reason behind it, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. And the only way that you're going to be able to maintain any kind of clarity, see, you know, you being a black-pilled inkwell isn't really going to give you the truth. Like, you don't know shit. I run into plenty of incels that are still spurred the fuck out and don't really know what the hell's going on. And they fall victim to bouncing onto these alt-right groups and yelling, spamming TND along with them and shit. Guys, black people are not your fucking enemy. Black people ain't doing shit to nobody. Black people are hurting themselves. So the last thing that's helpful, especially to you cream cheeses, to run out here yelling shit like that or like blaming the freaking Care Bears. Like, I mean, shit, how long are y'all gonna blame the fucking Care Bears, dude? Clearly the Care Bears are doing something right. They got all this power and money. Instead of fucking sitting there bitching like a little bitch, why don't you copy them? But, I mean, anyways, I mean, it's kind of a might makes right type of situation with that, I'd say. Anyways, like, it's kind of illogical to hate the Care Bears, I've always said. But, I mean, all the rest of it, I mean, none of these people that get this TND treatment, none of these groups of people are the reason why you a broke motherfucker, is what I'm getting at here. So, but I mean, it doesn't really matter with me saying that. What I really want to say is that none of these groups on the internet really have the right answer for you. No, the only thing that's going to really make a difference is if you break away from society and go monastic, like I'm doing right now. You see how I'm just chilling now? You see how I'm able to chill and not really be bothered by this shit? I'm just kind of here telling you about it. None of this stuff really affects me, though. It's because I'm part of a monastic group already. I've been part of a monastic group. I've already gone monastic years ago. So, I don't really notice the economy slipping. I don't really notice any of the hard shit. I don't have to care about not getting hired or that it's harder to get a job. I don't have to worry about AI taking my job because I'm already so detached from society. And so are my monastic brothers. Like, none of them really have to worry about any of these things. And I'm telling you, these guys, me and my monastic brothers, we're chilling. We ain't worried about shit. So, you know, while everybody else running around getting radicalized because they can't afford shit and they going broke and they turning racist because of it, while everybody else is doing that, you know, me and my monastic group are chilling. And that is like the only solution. Like I always say on this channel, you're not going to do fucking shit until you guys recognize that you got to build yourself up. You got to make yourself stand above the rest. You've got to team up and form a cohesive group with each other. And you've got to go monastic. Okay? But the internet, nonetheless, does actually kind of concern me a bit, though, because as that happens where people are going to get more radicalized and people are going to unironically start saying, G-wording certain groups of people, you know, that if that really actually spilled over into the real world, you know, I don't know if it's ever going to spill over into the real world, really. I'm guessing it probably will if it continues, but just to give you an idea of just how, like, jarring it is to really think about the things that people are saying online right now. Like, you know, my monastic brother, you guys might have seen him in a live stream or heard from him in a live stream that I did one time. But, you know, I just kind of sat down and we was talking and I just told him, you know, people are running around screaming TND. And then he said, what's that? What does that mean? So I told him it means total N-word. Then he was like, what the fuck? It's like, dude, that is the reaction that a sane person's going to have to this type of shit that people are saying, though. And like, the only reason you're going to say shit like this is because, first of all, you are part of the system and the system's really not the way to go for you if you're the average man. That's just the honest to God truth. You didn't go monastic. You didn't break away from the system. So you're kind of just going down with the system. You're having hard times because you're part of the system. But also many of these guys are chronically online too. So it's like, if you're in the real world doing real shit, going monastic apart from the system, like if you're living the way I'm living, man, shit like this is just gonna sound weird to you. Just like what my friend's reaction was to me telling him about a little bit about what people are saying. Like, that should be your reaction if you were actually living like a good life and you actually got a life worth living right now, you know? Because a lot of this shit is fake, it's fuck. It's really not the solution to anything. It's not helpful. It's not normal. It's spurgy as hell. You know, a lot of these guys are just internet spurgs for the most part. I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of these guys, not all of them, but a lot of these guys, like, they wouldn't be able to fight their way out of a wet paper bag. I'd probably be able to smack them easily. They snap them like a fucking twig if they even so much as even dared to try to enact their little T&D fantasies on me. Like, let's just keep it real there. But nonetheless, if this were to spill over into the real world, though, that could have some dire consequences where a lot of innocent people are going to end up either having to fight for their lives or end up getting hurt or deleted or something really bad, you know, something really bad and fucked up, and it's just going to be like a worthless waste of life, ultimately. So this is why I talk about, you guys need to heed what's being said on the internet right now. Because especially nowadays and as things go forward, the internet is real life. There's a real person behind these accounts that exists in the physical world in the same plane of existence with you. That should be taken seriously. That should be taken seriously. And again, it's not like you got to go far to find stuff like this. You can find this just casually strolling on the internet. So, I mean, do heed this, dude. Please do heed this. And, like, you know, none of these different groups of people that get all these negative things said about them, none of these people are really behind anything, you know. Not even the Care Bears, I don't think. I mean, you can make a much more valid argument that they are, but I don't think they actually are. Really and truly. I think it's just humans being humans at the end of the day. You can't single out one group of humans and say this is responsible for everything we're going through. That's really low IQ, guys. Obviously, that's low IQ as hell. So, with that being said, just go monastic. You'll save yourself a hell of a lot of time and struggle and effort and cortisol running through your fucking veins and killing you and whatever. Or just don't listen to me and just go T&D and watch how fast I fucking smack you if you try. But with that being said, please like, share, and subscribe. This has been Emperor Dion the Lion, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.